crowd, they're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Hurt me in the early game, but it's going to pay. It's going to be good for the end. But that shit hurt me that first year.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Griffin going to give to Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
Fucking God, bro.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst,
3rd and 3.
he'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
My dude was wide open earlier, bro. That nigga overshot the nigga. I was like, damn, bro. Them Giants hurt. Then another Giants was wide open. And they couldn't throw the ball.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
20 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Like you said, RG3, although I missed 2 earlier.
Check three, check three, check three. One take, spell. Now, on the rep, let's go, right here. 2-6.
On second down now, it's Ingram, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Yeah, I stopped doing the D-line shit. I went back to the fucking linebacker.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. RG3. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Bro, that nigga, bro.
Once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Mack, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
That's crazy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Another pick 6. Time to do something, boy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
5-3, 6 minutes left in the half.
After the penalty, it's Ingram looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I lost it. It's behind Steve, right? I'm playing him now. You should be able to play him next. If you want to play him, if you don't want to play him, I'm going to just send him because all the games.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
But yeah, I'm beating this nigga 35-3.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
I think I put my shit to 720 though, Rob.
My shit 722, but my shit is
Tweet.
Twitch.
I don't like tweets because you can't say that shit.
You can.
Oh shit, I ain't never tried that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the
YouTube
touchdown.
got too many fucking videos, though. You think I'm a real streamer around here.
This will be taken in at the
We got
1.
videos from 3 months ago.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
42-3.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end.
That's that shit I was telling you.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Cutting up. That's what he do.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Man open, it's It's Kupp. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cooper Kupp, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
You should have just seen this play, though. It was like some bullshit. But the first one, he just straight up buzzed. Like, he did that shit.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It was a pass.
Charles Wade touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing. It's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description. I mean, we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
To throw is RG3. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
You know, I just noticed
the offense on 3rd down tonight. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that drive starts with a completion out to the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Muhammad. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen.
Oh, my God.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. He finds Howard complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's 2nd down and 10.
You was up all E. Yeah, I let him in. I want a better pick.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The former Sooner, Cody Ford, 2nd-round pick back in April, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
That nigga didn't do no moves on you.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run with Mack. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I always go to the fullback. Them niggas.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
But it's that shit that him and the nigga with the Patriots, they both went to well, he's still at
the last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Griffin to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Like,
no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Antonio Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
He ain't even my partner, you know.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now a carry for White, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
6-6, pull it high.
First down, here's White. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass. Alert flat. 36. Hey, hold on.
She saved money like a motherfucker.
Trickstone, travel.
Here's Muhammad, and an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 62 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now on 2nd and 13. Griffin, he's going to rifle one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Griffin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now Griffin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
How did he get that, bruh? Come on, man. He cannot allow that nigga to get back, bruh.
Who else did the Patriots lose to?
A lone second remains now in this third quarter. On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Griffin. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Fourth down. Here's RG3. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have. And what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yeah, they definitely play
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You ain't out of it. Let's go. I'm down 10.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson.
Oh, my
He'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
He's got 6 minutes and 24 seconds.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, remember I missed that motherfucker just knowing that time. You did, yeah.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. So obviously the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays.
Oh, yeah, I was going undefeated, though.
I think that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down now, it's Mack, and he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. White, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we watch where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marlon Mack becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
He told me, basically, my deal was done. He's like, Then he got rid of the nigga Minka to a nigga in his own division. Oh, dumbass.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That was a pick 6.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Damn, man.
Check what? Go. All day.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. T.J. Watt and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Damn, man.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Mack. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I was looking at him, but
another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Griffin now in desperate. He's got a man complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown taking it goal line to goal line. 100 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. They're all through up in Detroit, and it was the Lions who emerged victorious in that one. That one's certainly of interest to many around the league. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.